History-making heists see newly released video from what could be one of the most expensive jewelry heists in the U.S. ever. Forever families, check out these adoption events to get connected with your new pet. They're so cute. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. More on these stories coming up in a moment. But first, who's ready to win $700 million?
Those winning numbers are 37, 31, 22, 54, 19, and the Mega Ball number is 18.
I have both hands up. I'm still hopeful. And just like the previous 26 tries, nobody matched all 6 of those Mega Millions numbers in Tuesday night's drawing. So that means come Friday, the jackpot for this lottery game will jump to at least $720 million. Now, although nobody won the grand prize on Tuesday, 2 people here in California did score $1 million each. That's still pretty nice. The Federal Trade Commission wants to make those annoying robocalls a thing of the past. They've announced a nationwide crackdown on illegal telemarketers. The FTC is teaming up with law enforcement agencies all across the country for Operation Stop Scam Calls. It aims to protect Americans from the illegal robocalls that often lead to scams. The FTC is going after companies that make the calls and some phone service providers that enable the calls. In the last 2 years, Americans received about 50 billion robocalls. Somebody needs to call Mother Nature and tell her to cool it down. Meteorologist Belinda Leon is tracking this heat wave, and it doesn't look like we're going to get a break anytime soon.
Well, in Southern California, we've been experiencing heat for a while now, but now we take a look at the weather across the country, and there's a dangerous heat wave that's extending from coast to coast. Over 80 million people are under heat alerts, and record-breaking temperatures are possible. And it's all from the same system that's bringing us these intense temperatures. We have excessive heat warnings in effect through Saturday and an ozone advisory in effect into the weekend as well. Not only are the temperatures high, but the level of pollution is as well. So limit your time outside, take care of yourself and your lungs. The temperatures are only going to rise in the coming days. Look at the trend for West Covina. Upper 90s straight through the weekend, triple digits. Highs expected to be above normal for this time of year for places away from the coast. Stay cool and hydrated. Stay safe.
Donald Trump is a target of yet another criminal investigation, this time into his efforts to hold on to power after losing the 2020 presidential election. The former president revealed the target letter on social media, calling the special counsel leading the probe deranged Jack Smith. He added his attorneys received a letter Sunday night giving him 4 days to come to Washington and tell grand jurors his side of the story. The special counsel's investigation covers any unlawful interference into the transfer of power in 2020, including the attack on the Capitol on January 6. But allies of the GOP presidential frontrunner are springing to his defense.
President Trump went up in the polls and was actually surpassing President Biden for re-election. So what do they do now? Weaponize government to go after their #1 opponent.
Meanwhile, in a separate case, the Attorney General of Michigan filed felony charges against 16 Republicans for fraudulently claiming that they were the certified electors following that state's presidential vote. Another group of migrants are in Southern California after being sent here from the state of Texas. It's the 4th group of asylum seekers to arrive in LA in a bus. A total of 41 people, including 6 children, endured a 20-hour bus ride in the scorching summer weather. The majority of them are from Venezuela. The LA mayor's office says that it knew they were coming, so they activated a plan to take care of them. Officials say many of the newly arrived migrants have reasons to be in Southern California.
The families that are coming here on this bus have a family in the Los Angeles area or somewhere in California, and so they will actually be picked up by their families.
The advocacy group Coalition of Human Immigrants' Rights said in a statement that it does not believe the recent busing episodes are well-intentioned, adding that Texas and Florida have shown a callous disregard to the human experience. Texas Governor Greg Abbott had said back in June that his state is transporting migrants to sanctuary cities like LA to give relief to overwhelmed border communities in Texas. As the city government is taking steps to make LA an official sanctuary city, the LAPD is also preparing for the sanctuary city law to take effect, since making a commitment to stop participating in any enforcement actions involving immigration status violations. The police department says it did not honor any of the nearly 800 detainer requests from the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement last year. The LA City Council is expected to codify the sanctuary city law after it returns from summer recess in August. The LA County Sheriff's Department has now identified the man they say attacked a 67-year-old woman. Deputies continue to search for 21-year-old Sergio Andrew Garcia. They say he was seen in surveillance video beating and sexually assaulting Rosalina Martinez right in front of her home in East LA. Neighbors stopped the assault and Garcia ran away. But according to the Sheriff's Department, Garcia attacked at least 2 other people after he attacked Rosalina.
We pieced it together with detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department that the 2 crimes that they're investigating are also very similar to the crimes that he committed here in East Los Angeles, so they can tie them together with committing the same type of sexual assault.
Rosalina's family is hopeful that it's only a matter of time before Garcia is caught, now that they've been able to identify him. The president of SAG-AFTRA confirms there are no negotiations at this point between the union and the studios in the ongoing Hollywood strike. SAG-AFTRA joined the Writers Guild of America, who's been on strike since the beginning of May. All that time away from work has made it difficult for them to get by with bills and food. That's why World Harvest Food Bank is now offering writers and actors hundreds of dollars worth of free groceries.
They're going to end up losing their homes. They're going to lose their vehicles. They're going to lose their livelihood.
Less than 27% of us qualify for health care. So we're not up there with, the George Clooney's and those people. So seeing all of my people here, it makes me feel good and kind of sad because we have to be here.
Emergency relief funds have also been set up for workers to assist during this strike. Comcast, a corporation that owns our parent company, NBC Universal, is one of the entertainment companies represented by the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. Some employees of the NBC News Group were also represented by the WGA and SAG-AFTRA. More than 25 years since his murder, police in Las Vegas have served a new search warrant as a part of its ongoing investigation into the death of rap icon Tupac Shakur. The warrant was executed in Henderson, Nevada, but no arrests have been made. Some law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation say this could also be an effort to close the case with a complete explanation for what happened. Tupac died in 1996 after being shot in a car in Las Vegas. Last month, the award-winning rapper and actor was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We're getting a first look at what could be one of the most expensive jewelry heists in U.S. history. $100 million in jewelry stolen in less than 30 minutes as it was being moved from a San Francisco gem show to Pasadena.
Is there pry marks anywhere, or is it just a cut lock?
It happened last year at a truck stop in Lebec. To this day, the thieves have not been caught. In newly released video, you can actually see deputies inspecting the Brinks truck that is practically empty. The thieves broke the lock that was the truck's only form of security. As for the guards, one admitted he was sleeping. The other was getting food when the theft happened. There's now an ongoing lawsuit between Brinks and the jewelers.
Brinks filed a complaint, if you can believe it, against the victims. The complaint alleges that these goods were shipped in an armored tractor trailer. What do we know from the video? It wasn't armored. And you're watching this video, and I'm saying to myself, this is not guarding the goods. You got one guy inside having a meal, the other guy is sleeping.
Brinks responded to our questions with a statement saying the jewelers violated their contract because they originally valued the jewelry at less than $10 million. Brinks says if the customers declared $100 million in goods, there would have been different security measures. 2 new adoption events in Orange County will connect pets with their forever families this summer, and they're underway right now. The programs are hosted by OC Animal Care. The first one, Kennel Connection, allows potential owners to meet ready to adopt pets right in their kennels. Littles on the Lawn is the second event for smaller pups to get some love. OC Animal Care's all summer long events will happen every Wednesday and Saturday from 2 to 4:30. And you don't need an appointment to attend, so get on over there and get a new fur baby. Pop icon Taylor Swift keeps making music history. Her latest album, Speak Now, Taylor's version, debuted at #1 on Billboard's album charts this week. That gives her 4 albums in the top 10 at the same time. That's amazing. Taylor is the first female artist to accomplish that feat, but that's not all. Taylor now holds the record for the most #1 albums for a female artist in Billboard history with 12, breaking a tie with Barbra Streisand. She's a legend in the making. The iconic Roxy Theater in West Hollywood is turning 50 this fall. To mark the special occasion, music legend Neil Young is returning to the stage for an anniversary concert. Officials say it'll be an intimate concert and additional performers will be announced in the coming days. Since it opened on September 20th, 1973, the Roxy gave a platform to music icons like Bruce Springsteen, Bob Marley, and Guns N' Roses in the early stages of their career. It's also the spot where the Rocky Horror Picture Show was launched. I didn't know that. And more special celebrations are planned for their 50th anniversary, including an exhibit in partnership with the Grammy Museum and the West Hollywood Library. All right, we're getting a look at the moment a sailor and his dog were rescued after being lost in the Pacific Ocean. They were stranded at sea for 3 months. It's an incredible story. A storm hit Tim Shattuck's boat a month into his journey from Mexico to French Polynesia. The catamaran's electronics were damaged in rough seas. A helicopter accompanying a tuna boat actually spotted Shattuck and his dog Bella, and they were rescued by the ship's crew. They arrived in Mexico Tuesday.
To the captain and this fishing company that saved my life, I mean, what do you say? I'm just so grateful. I really didn't think I'd make it. I'm still very skinny. By the time I came here to the fishing boat, I was just eating so much food.
Shattuck and his dog Bella survived by eating raw fish and drinking rainwater. Wow, what an incredible story of survival. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4 weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.